Hello, guys. It's your boy John on Liquidator coming back with another video, and it looked like Shedeur Sanders is turning heads. Says he's arrived in Cleveland, but he came ready to work already. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Cleveland. Let's get it. Let's go. Place I never thought I'd be saying we got to go to, but it is, man. Cleveland Browns is currently the team that drafted Shedeur Sanders, man. We know Shedeur has definitely been in the headlines these last couple of weeks, pretty much leading up until the draft, and then the draft came, and he was snubbed all the way until the fifth round, man. A lot of people have been voicing their frustrations about it, their opinions. We're going to get into all of that in a hot second. Shout out to Bug over on Twitter, man. He let us know Shedeur Sanders is actually in Cleveland, Ohio, and he's working, man. Let's head on over to X and pull up the footage right now. So this is Shedeur Sanders, I'm guessing, walking through the facility over in Cleveland. Let's play it right now. So he's in the Cleveland Browns facility, man. He's there. He's probably the first one there, to be honest with you. But something like this is just great to see, man. This is great to see. Shedeur Sanders pulling up early, within a couple of days of getting drafted, already up there, ready to go. But this isn't the only thing we got to see, man. Shedeur's actually up there working, man. He putting the work in, and he's been spotted doing several drills out here. Working, man. He's working in Cleveland, and this is where he will be. Shedeur will be here for the foreseeable future, hopefully, man. There has been a lot of different reports coming out what the Cleveland Browns plan on doing with Shedeur Sanders. I'm not finna get into all that, man. To me, this whole situation is jacked up, man. Just to see how big of a star Shedeur was in college, and to see the way the NFL have done him in these last couple of days is simply unbelievable to me. You know, it's just unbelievable to me. He was the biggest college football star this year. He was bigger than Travis. He was bigger than Cam Ward. And yeah, man, it's just an unfortunate situation, man. What we have been witnessing go down with the door, bro. I just gotta keep it real. But this is great to see him up there training. The fight, man. He got to fight. Shedeur gonna have to fight, and he's gonna have to fight extremely hard, man. He's gonna have to fight extremely hard. Former Miami Vikings wide receiver opened up about Shedeur Sanders and basically this draft today and how he has been treated. Said Cris Carter unloads on Shedeur Sanders for $50 million NFL draft mistake. Who's to blame for the Shedeur Sanders plummet to the fifth round? Now, before we get into this, man, I know a lot of people gonna say quarterbacks tank all the time and draft picks go down all the time, but man, this seemed like a coercion. Man, this seemed like something that was plotted upon Shedeur, man. He goes on to say Hall of Famer wide receiver Cris Carter thinks it's simple. Shedeur Sanders has no one to blame but himself. Whoa, man. It says you're going for a job interview, Cris Carter said about the pre-draft. During an episode of the Fully Loaded podcast released this past Monday. So, for his job interview, he was concerned about what his outfit was. His necklace was over $100,000. Like he hadn't even convinced people that you're the face of our franchise yet. Wow, man. Let me see if I can find the footage of this, man.
Coverage has not revealed where the ball, and their anticipation is not as good as some of the other guys.
So sometimes he ate the balls because he couldn't pick up the coverage prior to, and the defense outsmarted him.
Yes, and he likes guys to be a little more open before he lets it go, and he doesn't have a big-time arm. He's not a big guy. He's not overly athletic. Mm-hmm. So his measurables are not, say, first-round measurables, but he played football like a first-rounder.
But his tape's first-round tape. But his measurables are not first-round measurables.
Well, you don't play football all the time. You're a human being the rest of the time. And how you're going to be in the locker room, how he already came up with this line of merchandise, legendary, like he's already calling himself legendary. All those things are problems. And once the teams that weren't looking at starters, the makeup of a backup in the NFL is totally different.
I understand. I understand that he's probably not going to be
the backup in the NFL. He doesn't have a media team following him. He doesn't have cameras following him. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have all these social media, all these things that they're doing.
But you wouldn't let that happen, right? The team wouldn't let that happen. If you're a back quarterback, wouldn't the team just say you're not doing all this shit?
The team doesn't have the right to do that. The team would give you advice to say that I think you should concentrate on learning the playbook and being an NFL player, but they can't mandate what you do in your downtime.
Yeah. I mean, again, I just think for me, like I'm listening to him, and I listen. He fell. Did he fall a lot further than you thought he would fall?
Yes. Yeah, bro, he probably. I mean, the contract situation, the signing bonus or lack of signing bonus,
the amount of money
that he missed out on. I mean, you're talking about top 5 pick. You're talking about $30 to $40 million, and then it sets you up for that next contract. They set you up for that option year. But right now, he's working check to check, man. Like, he's not going to get a big signing bonus, big guarantee. Any day they want to get rid of him in the week, they can get rid of him. Mm-hmm. And it's really tough when they draft someone at your position because only one quarterback plays. It's not like wideout. It's not like DB. Mm-hmm. And then in the third round, they drafted Dillon Gabriel.
Which he's better than Shedeur. He's a better. I'm just going to tell you right now, they're slotted. Draft picks are lane assignments. Mm-hmm. So he's got lane 3. Shedeur drafted in lane round 6 is in lane 8 or lane 1. He's either run out by the fence by the kids, or he's running in lane 1 where he's got to run that long turn. Yeah, that's the way the game is. Got a lot of work to do,
and it's hard to get to your second contract when you're working check to check.
All right, so here are the quarterbacks they're going to have in the quarterback room. Deshaun Watson, Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, Dillon Gabriel, and Shedeur. Who's going to play? Who's going to start?
I think either Shedeur or Kenny Pickett are going to start.
I would agree with that.
I think they're going to keep Joe Flacco around just long enough to give him some seasoning. Yeah. But I think they're going to be in an unusual quarterback situation because they're going to have to keep 2 rookies. Yeah. They're going to have to keep Dillon, and they're going to have to keep.
So why pick Shedeur after you pick Dillon?
Because value. Like when you're trying to put your roster together and there's a kid that you can get for a 6th-round investment and put him in your locker room, and you were thinking about potentially drafting him.
No, I get why I took Shedeur. I think I was sitting there waiting. Why wouldn't somebody else grab him anyway? Why take Gabriel? You think he was a better pick for them over Shedeur at that time?
Man, something happened with the Browns between day 2 and day 3. Okay, because with Shedeur available, and it's not like, okay, I'm prone to get a lefty, which Dillon is a lefty compared to Shedeur. The kid's got the most starts in the history of college football, Gabriel. And then Shedeur's still on the book that they can pick him up. But something had to change in their philosophy because they could have got Shedeur with the 3rd-round pick. Something changed between ownership, management, the general manager. Something changed between day 2 and day 3.
And what bothers me the most about the measurables is this kid ain't been in no trouble. Has he? I mean, he ain't got no like charges. He's not out. I don't know him, so I understand. I think the struggle for me is you don't guys when they walk in the NFL, don't guys just get humbled when they walk in the locker room? Like, even before you have to humble them, don't they walk in and look around and be like, man, like he does? Don't we think Shedeur is smart enough to know he's not at Jackson State and he's not at Colorado?
No,
you don't think so.
I listened to too many of his answers. I saw too many of the outtakes. I saw too many times he was working out with other players, and he said things that I thought were highly questionable for my franchise quarterback.
So like what?
When he was working out with Cam Ward, him and Cam Ward, the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you want to cut a rap video
Yeah.
together? No, I want to be known as a football player.
And he's like, what do you do for fun? He's like, I play football. But do you think somebody, I mean, you talk about some of the great coaches you had, like let's use Tomlin. No, we can't use that. Let's use Tomlin. He walks into Pittsburgh, which obviously is in Cleveland now. Tomlin can't control that? Or he chooses
You can
not
only
to?
control so much. If you draft a guy in the first round, you're also empowering whatever that is.
Guys, so this is Cris Carter pretty much letting it be known about Shedeur, bro. He is not holding back. He's going all the way in on him, bro. I want to know you guys' thoughts down in the comment section right now. Keep them bells on because you know what? I'm going to bring you the news. And until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, baby. Peace out. Shake the haters off.